Life is a beauty pageant.
Speaking of scum, so Italy, right?
Love it.
Have you guys been there?
Never.
Yes.
I haven't.
It's beautiful.
I hear the pizza's not as great as everyone says it is.
No, it's really good.
Yeah.
Those people are
No,
Americans and they don't
I
know
disagree.
what good pizza is.
I think we have the best pizza in
Terrible
Australia.
idea.
Domino's?
Yes.
Actually, a pizza maker in Australia won the best pizza in the world.
Look,
but it was a competition
I
over
just
there.
put it out there. Anyway, continue with your story.
Italy.
Pizza.
Great pizza. But we're not talking about pizza.
Oh,
as much as I would love to
Can
talk
we
about
please talk about pizza?
Can we talk about something we know about once?
Pizza.
Like,
Who loves it?
Beauty pageants.
We do.
Can we
We're still on
Oh,
Miss
so-
Universe. We're still on Miss Universe.
Someone else go switch the video. Okay. So Italy. This story actually isn't funny, so let's stop giggling.
Oh.
Now.
It is a little bit kind of odd.
It's like it's funny in that like what is wrong with this guy kind of funny.
Serendipitous.
Okay. So in Italy, in a tragic kind of accident, a lady has. It wasn't actually clear how it happened, but somehow she ended up on the tracks with a very, very severe, what's the word? Like leg injury.
There was...
You can actually find the photo if you want to find that of what the story's about. And so that's not kind of what the story is about, but it involves that. So what the story that's come out that everyone's getting outraged about internet culture and what internet's doing to the minds of young people and what it's doing to people in general. And what it is was a journalist took a photo of...
A journalist?
It wasn't a journalist, was it? I thought it was just some dude.
It was for a news company.
Oh, was it?
Mm.
I'm not sure if it was a journalist or a photographer
Oh,
journalist.
like Nightcrawler.
It's not that important in the whole series
An
of this
Chaser.
story. So...
The
Anyway,
journalist gets himself in the story.
Somebody of interest took a photo of the scene, which was the person who was on the tracks and all the kind of paramedics. Is paramedic the right word? Probably.
Yep.
And what was next to them on the platform, like in Harry Potter, was a man who was taking a selfie in front of the lady who is like could have been dying, like for all he knew.
Is she okay?
She
Yes.
had part of her leg amputated.
She got amputated.
Yeah, but
What?
yeah. So if okay means alive, yes,
Okay.
but not okay in terms of part of her leg's been cut off.
Where's the actual is the actual selfie somewhere? We got a shot of the actual
no,
selfie.
that's part of the story,
Yeah.
which I'll get to. I think it's Command Shift F.
No.
Nah.
Command plus.
I can do it. I can do this, guys.
Command plus. Top. Yeah, that's it. There we go.
Okay, so you'll see the lady's on the track. Poor lady. Both their faces are blurred, luckily for everyone in the situation. And so he's taking a selfie and doing a victory sign, which, does that mean victory sign?
Maybe
It's
in Italy.
peace.
It's just peace.
Yeah, but
I
is it
saw
the same
that.
thing?
I saw that reported as a victory sign. That's like a throwback to 1945.
Depends who you are. If you're Asian, it's just peace.
yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think it's peace.
so he's literally just doing the selfie gram,
Gang signs.
and it's like there's no doubt about it. Like he's definitely got the poor lady behind him. So, police chased him down once they found out what he was doing and made him delete the photo. That's why no one can actually see the actual photo. But this photo has been going everywhere.
A viral.
Talking about the cancer of what the internet has done to people in this day and age. What do you guys think about this?
So when the police said delete the photo, did it just go to the trash, but it's still in the trash? That's what I want to know. This guy's like just holding onto this photo somewhere. You could totally get it back, is what I'm saying.
I don't think, given the reaction. Oh my goodness, their numbers are the same as our numbers.
I noticed that as well.
Anyway, I don't think, given the reaction, that is what he would want to do. I don't think he would want evidence of this because everyone's like hating this guy because they're basically looking at him and he is the embodiment of everything wrong with society right now.
Everyone hates him now, but next week no one will care.
Yeah, so maybe he does have the photo and he'll keep it
We'll
for
just hold it on.
Posterity.
you know
It'll get
that special occasion.
I'm putting my fingers up in quotations. Hacked by the Russians, and it'll get out there into the internet somehow.
Hopefully the Russians have better things to do.
Yeah, they got a lot of phishing emails to get through.
Maybe he is Russian.
Do you guys think it's a reflection of a decay in society?
This reminds me of a story where there was a whole bunch of these people these like tourists would go to this Jewish memorial site, and they were like posing and like.
It's in Berlin.
Oh right.
Yeah, and it's not that obvious that that's what it is, because just a bunch of really big slabs of like granite, or they're meant to represent that. But if you
like
didn't know,
you
would just be like, oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, let's do planks and like selfies in front of this thing.
And people are referring to like that picture that went around of the guys doing the Bucks party next to the 9/11 memorial.
Right.
And what's that dolphin that died because they kept it out of the water for too long because they wanted to take a selfie with it.
Oh gosh.
But this one kind of takes the cake because I can't think of one where it's ever like a person's pretty much in mortal danger.
A memorial is one thing. The person's right
there.
The people are treating her right there.
What about Paul in the Japanese suicide forest?
Paul Logan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it was more the way he was talking about it, wasn't it?
It
like
was
he was doing like a ghost story.
I thought sorry, I didn't actually see the video. Did he?
I didn't either.
So let me explain because no one knows what you're talking about. So Logan Paul a couple of months ago got in heaps of heat, and
a
pretty much
YouTube famous person.
Everyone on the internet, he's a vlogger, like a famous vlogger, bit of a knob.
He's a knobhead.
Yeah, but anyway,
that's what you really think.
He got kind of publicly shamed and slammed, and kind of still is getting publicly shamed and slammed for good reason, because he went to the suicide forest in Japan. I can't remember what it's called.
No, I don't remember. It's at the bottom of Mount Fuji.
But in his vlog, you know those stupid things people do where they point the camera at themselves, kind of like a selfie. And I don't mean stupid. Nick's got a great vlog. There are good vlogs. Ev's got a great vlog.
Aren't we kind of doing a vlog right now?
Yeah.
We can see us. Why are we in this shot?
What I mean by like they're not serious, they're silly things.
What you're saying is I'm a cancer in the world.
No, Logan Paul is though. But what he did was even in the thumbnail for the video, he had a person who had committed suicide in the thumbnail, and his face next to it with like a hyper emotional, stupid, dumb face next to it.
Wait, like the body was,
and that was just the thumbnail
with a Pokemon hat.
Yeah, a Pokemon hat.
Oh my goodness.
He is the worst.
That's just the thumbnail, Jono. Haven't you heard about this?
I had heard about it. I didn't know who Logan Paul was, so I didn't really care.
He's the devil.
Because there's so many people doing terrible things. It's like when you hear about someone you don't know about doing something terrible, you're just like, well, there's another one on the list.
And the video is him like being awkwardly funny in a suicide forest, and it actually has
Did he find a body?
Dead people. Like,
oh my gosh.
There's hanging people in the video.
Yeah, it's pretty full on. It's not a great place to go.
Which you're right, that actually is quite similar to this. Well, not similar, but same kind of.
It's the tone deafness that is just like he doesn't. This is what I'm not sure about. Is it just that people want to be famous more than they care about what the tone of that they're trying to get across? Like this guy is just trying to get fame, essentially.
I don't know if this guy wanted to be famous. He probably wanted to share it on his Instagram story or something to his friends.
Yeah. I don't think it's fame. I think it's just me. I think this is interesting. I'm going to take a photo of it for me.
Is it possible he didn't know what was going on, you think?
Well, no, absolutely. He knows, well, obviously
he's way too close to her right now to not know what's going on.
As in he might have just thought, hey, there's somebody on the tracks. Let's take a photo.
Yeah, but then there's the peace sign. It's just like, okay, would you guys think it was bad if he was not in the shot?
No.
You would be okay with someone taking a photo like that?
Yeah, that's what this person's doing.
Well, he's taking it because he wants that guy. But do you think it's okay? Like, you see someone getting treated by... I would say it's pretty iffy to see someone getting treated by paramedics. It might even be illegal. I don't think you're supposed to take photos of people like that.
If you drive past a car crash, do you film it? Or?
I bet you somebody has.
Yeah, no, that must happen all the time. But I would personally feel like... That's a weird thing.
It's because you have a conscience. But that's what I'm saying. Like, some people don't have that switch, is what I'm saying. And some people don't realize how tone deaf that is.
Anush says, "This is getting too heavy. Can we go back to bikinis?"
It's not heavy. She's okay.
And I think she said that while the suicide forest talk was going on. Ev says it shows just how people are into their phones and have no idea about what is going on around them. A building could be burning around him and he'd still be taking a selfie. I think the fact that it's a selfie makes it so much friggin' worse in every single way. Because it's like, look at me and look at this person behind me. Yeah. But look at me first.
And the peace sign?
Yeah.
Like, the peace sign really, I think, pushes it right over the edge because it's like...
I have a counter argument, and this is. I'm not saying this is true. This is my.
So you don't agree with this?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that what he did was correct, but I know that there are people out there who, whatever reason they might have, don't really know. They can't assess the severity or the situation, like whatever you chalk it up to. You have a person who, for example, a car crash occurs. You know, people like the car's overturned and the person runs up to the window and says, and doesn't go ask immediately, do you need help? Says, hey, doesn't quite understand the situation.
They have like some sort of social emotional impairment.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, is it possible that this guy is just one of those sort of guys?
It is possible. Improbable.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
I think it's more he's just in the height of I'm not thinking about what I'm doing.
Right.
We do like attention these days. Mm-hmm. Like if you posted a photo like that on your Instagram, you would get attention, right? I guess is the problem that we're too concerned with getting people's attention on us as a substitute for meaningful human interaction, that we would stoop to those kinds of stupid.
Well, it's the same with like those guys who are ambo chasers, right? Like the guys who do the stories where do you ever see Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay, it's just a movie about a guy who essentially he chases this the story. He's chasing after ambulances. He's chasing after car crashes and stuff, and he doesn't care really. He just wants to get the story first before anybody else does.
He's a complete
sociopath. But he is like a dick in the movie. But,
right.
It's just people just don't. They're chasing the fame rather than they're thinking about the situation.
Yeah,
and it's just I don't know if that's necessarily a thing because of Instagram or Facebook or selfies. I think it's just some people are just like that.
It's not really something you could do in the past, right?
But I mean that's
like
what paparazzi is, though, right?
Yeah, but that's slightly different because they're not taking it with themselves in the photo. They're trying to make money off taking a photo of someone else. This guy's not going to make any money off this. The only utility to him is I can get attention for myself by posting this on my social media.
But it's still taking advantage of a situation, right?
Yeah, so
no, but normally I guess what I'm asking is now it's thought of taking advantage of the situation because you think you get something out of it.
Right.
Have we always thought that? Have we always thought that getting attention from other people in that way, in that kind of shallow, oh, that's cool, or getting a like on a photo is something of value?
If this guy was around 20 years ago, if this was happening 20 years ago and this person was the same person, what would his reaction have been?
He probably just would have walked off. But that's the thing, there wasn't a way to take a photo like this, right? You could do it with a still camera.
So if we're the same people, we still have the same urges, like to be known, to be...
Yeah.
So is it because we have all this available to us, the internet available to us, this technology available to us, is that changing the way we are as people? Is that changing what we want?
Are you saying the instant gratification is what has driven him to take the selfie?
People are trying to say we're getting worse because of that stuff.
Yeah.
As human beings.
I agree we're much more narcissistic than we used to. Well, I think all the social media has definitely amplified our narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah, it's something we always had, but now it's getting fed to a crazy degree, right?
So now we're doing... And when I used to vlog, I thought it was super weird.
What a great vlog.
You've stopped now because of Ali.
No, but... It's a weird thing. I don't know if you ever get over it, but it's one of those things where you go in the shops and I know it looks cool when you're walking around. You get that shot where you're walking and you can see the background behind you as you're talking. It's the weirdest feeling though to hold your phone out in front of you while you're talking. Like I don't particularly feel comfortable doing that ever.
Yeah.
I never did. I don't understand how Casey Neistat does it with this giant bloody rig where he's got like this massive camera and he's walking around like this.
Probably because he makes a lot of money off of it.
Well, exactly. But essentially, like there are people, but I know that there are people who do it and they're fine with it. Like they're completely comfortable with just taking a selfie all the time. And I don't understand why. But it makes me believe that there are people out there who are just completely comfortable with that idea. And so this, I suppose, I don't think I wouldn't say it's evil. I just think he's just tone deaf. He's just not realizing the situation.
I don't think people are looking at him as like evil per se, but just more like a symbol of moral decay in our society. It's like, this is an emblem. I feel like this is going to be one of those like iconic shots of just like, oh, what have we become?
I agree.
Yeah.